So once you've downloaded it, you can just come and double click to open it and begin the installation process. Then I just follow the installation wizard. Next, then once you've read the agreement, just click over here to agree, and then you click next, and then you decide where you want to install it. This is the default installation folder. It's on the C drive in a folder known as Keil v5. So I want to keep it over here, so I click next, and then over here you can just put your name, then you click next, and then it begins the installation process. So it's going to take a while. I'm just going to pause the video and then skip when it's at the end, and then we continue. So when the installation is complete, we just click finish over here, and then it automatically opens the pack installer. And what a pack installer does is it installs the various startup files you need for the different ARM boards out there. ARM does not manufacture any hardware. ARM comes up with a design. ARM has really smart engineers who come up with a design, and these designs are licensed out to silicon manufacturers like Texas Instruments, ST Electronics, Apple, Qualcomm, etc. So over here we'll come and install the startup files and the packages required for different silicon manufacturers. So it will bring this here automatically after installation. And if you have your antivirus on or a firewall, I would recommend you disable it. Sometimes it finds it difficult to get to the ARM server when your firewall is on. So if you're finding problems, it will be due to your firewall. Right, that being said, let's move on. I'll click here, OK. And then I can come here and search device or boards. So I'll just come and search the boards here. And I can say STM32, STM32, F4, and then hit enter. It's taking a while to load, so yeah, but as we wait for it to load, we can just browse and see what it's got here. So under device, I can just come here. It's got ARM A5 devices. We can install some of the A5 devices, A7 devices, and we can, although we don't have the actual hardware, when we install this, we can run the simulator and test our code using these processors. So it's got M0, and it's got the latest M23 and M33, so we can actually simulate these as well. It's got the V8 architecture baseband as well. Yes, it's completed. As you can see over here, it says completed requested actions. It's completed updating the packs. This is the first time we're using it, so it's taken a while. So as you can see, after it's complete, we've got a list of hardware over here that we can choose. These are LPC microcontrollers. Yeah, these are different ones. So I don't know which MCU you are using. If you are already into microcontroller programming and you're actually familiar with ARM development already, and you're just taking this course because it's on a different topic, then you can just select your microcontroller here. If you're coming from a different development environment as well, like the GCC Eclipse or the Embedded Workbench, IAR Embedded Workbench, and this is your first time and you have an MCU which you already use, you can search your MCU here and select it as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to install packs for the most popular microcontrollers out there, and these are the TM4C123 TiVa-C Launchpad, and then the STM32 range. So I'm going to search TM4C here, TM4C123. Okay, I'll just search TM4C, and then it comes over here. I just need to click here and then come here, install DFP, and then it will be added to the installation queue. And then if you have this version, I have this version as well, so I will install the TM4C129. Let's go to devices. Sometimes when you're looking for your particular board and you cannot find the board, then you can go to devices and install just the microcontroller chip of the board. They have the actual prototyping boards here which we can search. If you cannot find your prototyping board, then you can search the microcontroller. So just to show you what I mean, I'm going to search the discovery board here. I'll come to boards and search STM32 F4, this, and then it brings me here, discovery. So then I select here, And then when I select, I can install the DFP for discovery. So it's queued. It's got the F7 discovery here. Sometimes you have to wait when this is loading and you search and it doesn't respond quickly. So you can just browse through manually. As you can see, it's got the F7 here as well, if that's what you have. Okay, so I'm going to come to devices and search TM4C. Yes, and it is here, meaning it's not got a development board, which is known as the TVC Launchpad, but it's called the TM4C123 microcontroller, which is the microcontroller used on the development board. What we really need to install is the pack for the microcontroller. So I can just come over here, and then like I did, I highlight this, and then click here to install. It seems I've already installed it. Okay, so this is it. So we have to wait for all of this to complete installing, and then when it's done, it's going to tell us completed requested actions like it did before. And then once that is done, we go to mVision and just give an overview of the mVision. And yeah, so we just wait a while. Yeah.